Yeah, I saw Reed was out here. What was the decision? What's the decision on Reed as far as the PanAm game goes?
Because he has played his way into, having significant minutes with us, the decision is to hold him back. Because I can't afford to lose him for the playoffs. That's number one. There was some talk about maybe he goes to half the camp or not half the camp, but that doesn't do the U.S. any favors because they can't make changes. The game at St. Louis, you never know how that game is going to turn out. It's a critical game for us. I mean, we need the 3 points. So the decision from a, I guess from a coaching standpoint was fairly clear.
Was he? How did he? I don't know. Was he more? Was he sort of? What was his reaction like?
His reaction was good. Reed's a pretty well-rounded young man. I'm sure he liked to hear that his choices or his opportunities with his hometown team are good. But I also feel that, look, he was probably looking forward to that. He's been a part of that program for a while. We hope to keep him in that program. So overall, it was an okay conversation.
What does it say about his progression that, I would imagine the discussion of him going there was probably started maybe a month ago, and it was probably a very different...
2 months ago, a month ago, it was a different conversation. But, look, Kellen's unfortunate longer-term injury, opportunities, that's how things happen. The kid made the most of his opportunities, and that's why the decision was made as it has.
What's the work week been like for the team, and what's the schedule for the rest of it as you go into that decision day?
4, 2, 4, and then the game. So 8 training days, a couple days off in between.
How much of that are you hoping to do on maybe mental aspects for this team as they prepare for the playoffs?
I think the mental side is fine. We're working on final tactics. Today was when the ball goes back to the goalkeepers. What are the objectives? What are the, what do we want to do? What do we want to accomplish? We'll have specific things tomorrow, a little further up the field, and then a simulated scrimmage on Saturday where we'll put some different scenarios in there, down a goal, up a goal, stuff like that.
Raul Reyes really looked on that last finishing drill. What is it that you can continue to do to keep that up?
Love that exercise. They love it. The defenders hate it, but the strikers love it. We're making sure that he's 100% healthy, which looks like he is. And then, as far as playing time is concerned, when he gets his opportunity, he's going to be ready.
Is there a specific system or game that you think applies better to his skill set, or is it just about letting him loose?
We've got to let him loose again. He's been a really good goal scorer for this club. I'm blessed to have both Freddie and Raul here, the 2 leading goal scorers. I guess you throw Nico in there. I'm blessed to have all 3. So tough choices, but we'll make those as the time comes.
You mentioned this after the game, but Eber continues to find opportunities.
Yeah.
He puts himself in, as good a position as anyone, it seems. What's been the messaging been like for him? I mean, it's been, it's effectively almost the whole season since he scored.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, he's a veteran guy. He likes being around, the team. He's a good player, tactically sound. Just hasn't fallen for him. Early on he had a couple goals, and then the injury happens, and again, that's side rails people. Freddie, Hebert, Raul. I'm blessed to have Jordan. Blessed to have a lot of good forwards.
Wanted to ask a couple questions about Leo too. How have you seen Leo develop from when he first arrived to the Sounders to now?
He's great. A lot of improvement.
What attributes do you think he brings to the field that allows the team to be successful?
Well, speed, that's the easy one. But his dribbling's good, his speed's good. So, he's blossomed this year.
Any characteristics off the pitch that are really impactful?
He's a new father. That helps him, grounds him a little bit. I would say that.
Is there any areas where you hope to see him, continue to improve?
A lot. He's got a lot of room to grow. He's got a big upside. Big upside.
Any specifics you have in mind?
Well, sit here and have to talk a long time, that he can get better in every phase of our game. He's a tremendous talent.
He feels. Go ahead.
On the new dad side, Jordan just said, dealing with the lack of sleep right now as a new dad. Do you urge him to make sure to sleep early? How do you handle as a coach making sure that
he's got to figure that out himself? We all figured it out. I mean, you just do it. I mean, that's life. He'll be fine. He's got a lot of help. His wife's doing great. He's doing great. He'll be a great father.
Looking back at the last 2 games, it really seems like Josh Atencio has been really solid defensively. He's active defended, he's counter press, even being an extra big body in the box. Can you talk about...
Yeah, it's been good. He still needs to improve. He's got big upside too, like Leo. But there's a lot of different areas that he needs to improve as well. But he's been, another pleasant surprise.
How do you handle that when it comes to maybe choosing him in? Is he more of like if you're going to go more cautious into a game, you're going to need more recuperating the ball in the midfield? How do you handle that? What is it that you look for when he gets on the field?
Obed does the same. Josh does a lot of good things. I mean, I'm saying it's not clear between those two. And I could stick Albert back there if I wanted to, if we want a more attacking lineup. Plenty of options.
As time goes on and Nicolas Lerro's future continues to be uncertain, how much of this for sure games and time that you have with Nico do you take in mind to cherish, to go out and talk to him?
Same like Freddie, same like Zach, same like Marcus, same like Casey, same like Clint, same like all of them. We have been blessed as a club to have a lot of tremendous good players. Ozzy. I mean, things happen, they don't happen. Where's Nico's final future? Who's to say? But we've been lucky to have Nico, Raul, Freddie, Christian, Jordan when their time comes, JP, Steph Fry. I mean, it's life.